Hey girl, welcome back to Style Chat TV, where we talk all things style, clothes, beauty, home, you name it. And this week we're talking about mid-tier luxury handbags. Just a few years ago, with the rise of like black girl luxury, it felt like Chanel, Hermes, Fendi, everywhere you turned, it was just all the super expensive high-end brands. And I don't know if it's a recession indicator. And recession indicators are real things. Like, I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of, but I feel like mid-tier luxury brands are really on the rise, and the girls are getting all of the design, all of the quality, all the luxury that they need out of lower price point items. And it's some bags that are on the market right now that are just so tea, okay? So we're going to talk all about it. We're also going to talk about some beauty products that I love that I just picked up. I'm wearing it right now. Can you take a guess? We'll talk about it later. And then I'm going to show you some holiday decor. Me and my daughter put up the tree and we went into CB2, so I'll show you some of the cute things that they have in CB2. If you're interested in that, just stick around. This is Style Chat TV. Today's OOTD is super simple. I am literally at home filming, guys. So every outfit is not going to be crazy, but this is a sweater that I got from Amazon. It's a really cute off the shoulder sweater. I got this in navy and I also got it in cream, so I'll be sure to link it below. But I just love how fitted it is. I think it's really cute off the shoulder. And these pants, I feel like I look way more dressed up than I actually feel because it's literally just a sweater and these feel like sweatpants, but they look really nice. So these pants are from that two-piece set that I showed you guys before in a video from OGL. And I just broke it up and put it with this sweater, a really cute little fall neutral color blocking situation, nothing too crazy. And then I paired it with these really simple small bamboo hoops from Mob Accessories. If you haven't shopped Mob Accessories, make sure you do so. But child, I got on house shoes, so ain't even no point in me showing you my shoes. But this is today's OOTD, super chill. Like, I like this because when I'm at home, I can still be kind of cute, right? Like, it's cute, but I'm comfortable, super comfortable, okay? So I will link what I can below, and that's today's OOTD. All right, so as I've said before, I am a shopper. I can shop almost anywhere. And I definitely have built a pretty, I built a handbag collection that I'm pretty proud of. Proud is not the word. I don't know. I just like the pieces that I have, right? Some higher end things. And then I have, again, some of these mid-tier bags that we're going to be talking about. But I just feel like as of late, the influencers and the girls that we've seen kind of be at the forefront of the black girl luxury, like, I feel like it has lost its steam just a little bit. And I don't know. I think it's like after you acquire so many things, it kind of gets redundant. That's what I'm feeling like is the overall kind of energy throughout what's happening, is that you have so many black bags, you don't need another one, or you have so many of this style or shape, you don't need another one. And I feel like for a second, like, people were really like stocking up and like filling their handbag collections, and now it's kind of like you really want something that is worth it and something that's actually cute. And I feel like that some brands are checking off those boxes without being thousands of dollars, okay? So brands like COS, even Zara is giving you cute looks, girl. Mango will give you some cute bags and stuff. And those are more like fast fashion brands, not really the mid-tier that I'm going to be talking about in this video. But I'm just saying, like, you can really get some genuine leather pieces with really good design that are not astronomical prices. And I feel like that is the wave that people have been on lately, and not just luxury goods, right? All right, so we're gonna jump right into it because there are some brands that I feel like have been coming with the pieces, and I'm like, okay, I see you. First and foremost, Coach. I feel like Coach might be the leader in this like rise of the mid-tier, and I guess I should define what that means. So the mid-tier is going to be anything that kind of ranges from that $200 range even up to $1,000, but mainly like $200 to maybe like $800, $900. That's going to be your mid-tier. If this was like clothing, that would be considered like a contemporary brand. So you have your kind of luxury higher end brands, then you have your mid-tier contemporary brands that are at a lower price point, still more expensive than, like we said, a H&M or a Zara or something like that. That's more fast fashion. So if you were to rank it, I would say it's fast fashion, mid-tier, contemporary, and then high-end luxury, right? So I feel like Coach has been the pioneer of the comeback of these mid-tier. Now they've always been around. Think about 2000s, I guess you could say, or early 2000s, when it was like the Rebecca Minkoff bags that people loved, right? And even I'm going to talk about some Alexander Wang and stuff like that. That like when you're younger, those bags feel like luxury. Okay, it's like, if I'm spending a few $100s on it, this is a luxury handbag. But technically, it's like a mid-tier price point compared to a Gucci or Hermes or something like that, right? But I feel like Coach, with their new designs that came in a few years ago, and they just keep hitting us over the head with new designs. They showed their holiday collection not too long ago. Baby girl, I'm a sucker for an animal print. I already told y'all, and there are some animal prints in their holiday collection that I'm like, man, they are just not gonna stop anytime soon. Not only their regular collection, but even the outlet, child. Me and my mom went to the outlet yesterday, and they had a bunch of bags that I'm like, yes, I would take this, I would take that, I would take that. So I feel like they have been the kind of pioneer of bringing the mid-tier luxury brands back into the forefront. And people are obsessed with Coach right now, as they should be, because if you feel a Coach bag, it feels amazing. The quality is amazing. Even how they take care of you in the store. Like, I've always had great service at Coach. And so it kind of makes you wonder, like, why would I spend $2,000 when I can get this one that is just as cute, also genuine leather, and maybe made even better, right? So child, Coach is that girl. And I have a Coach bag here that I wear all the time. Now this is the Tabby, and I wear her a lot, so she's a little bit worn. And I got this on sale. I feel like I got this one for like under $200 when I got it, because it was on sale. But it's metallic. It's more of that puffer. When they first came out with this, honey, I feel like the Tabby, was the one that kind of brought them back anyway. But the puffer Tabby really like set it off. Okay, so love this. And then I'm going to show you some things that we saw in the store and put up on the screen some of the bags that they just came out with. But when I say quality, and I love that you can customize the tags when you go in there. Now you can like mix and match and put all kind of cute little bag charms, although I do think their bag charms are a little overpriced, considering I'm gonna pay $295 for a bag. I don't want to pay $125 for a chain, $50, $45, something like that. That seems more in alignment than an additional $125 to go on my $295 bag. But y'all know, it makes it so cute. I love how you can do all the customizations with the Coach bags. And so Coach is really making a comeback, and I think these are really good gifts. My daughter, she is only 7. She's about to turn 8, and she's just not there yet. The way her room be looking, she's not there yet for me to be buying her any kind of anything. But this is something that once she gets like 10, she's definitely gonna get her a cute little Coach bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my handbags, I'm thinking like, okay, let me make sure I'm taking care of these things so I can pass them down to her. But I think they make such great gifts. So the Coach bags, love them. Love how they've made a comeback and they kind of lead the way with this. But I also want to talk about Alexander Wang. So Alexander Wang, that was my first designer purchase ever. So funny story, little story time. I lived in New York, and if y'all don't know, I lived in New York for 3 years, but I lived in New York and I was like ready to make my first purchase, like my first designer purchase. I was working in fashion anyway, so I'm just naturally like wanting to shop these brands that I'm like studying and working with. Like, I was an intern, and I was a stylist assistant on lots of different photo shoots and stuff. So I'm like, I'm ready for my first designer purchase. I had researched online and I was going to buy a little Prada, like it was a tiny little Prada bag, right? And I think at the time, this was like 2013. At the time, I want to say it was like $3.95, something like that. So satin, like it wasn't leather, it was a tiny bag. I was just like, this is it. In my price range, you know, Prada, love it, all of that. Went to the Prada store in Soho, child, and nobody spoke to me. Nobody said a word. I'm sitting there waiting for anybody to say something. Nobody said a word to me. 2 Asian women walked in after me. Hey, how are you? Can I get you some water? Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, let me collect myself and get up out of here. I'm in Soho. I walked down to the Alexander Wang store. Totally different experience. They were so nice, like, you know, great service. And I bought my first bag there. I bought the Rocco. And if you know, the Rocco at the time was that girl. She was that girl, okay? So I bought a black on black Rocco. The Rocco had the studs underneath and mine was black on black. And they warned me because it is, I still have it actually, but it is towed down to the ground, honey. And the black is like wearing off of the little studs on the bottom, but I still love her. But Alexander Wang still makes great bags. I'm like, I hope people aren't sleeping on Alexander Wang because the styles are still very current. They still are super cute. And I feel like Alexander Wang, if we're going to compare to like a luxury brand or just a higher price point brand, I would feel like Alexander Wang and Balenciaga kind of go hand in hand as far as like the style of the brands, like a little edgy, a lot. They use black a lot of like silver hardware, stuff like that. I feel like Alexander Wang, if you like Balenciaga, you like Alexander Wang. And I have a bag here. So this bag I feel like I ordered this online and it is just a little tiny bag, but I love this bag because I wanted something that didn't have any hardware pretty much. Like I was finding myself having a hard time with finding a bag that, you know, didn't have silver or gold hardware and that would like not clash with my outfits. And although I do buy designer things, I do have a little bit of an issue like wearing too many logos at the same time. I don't know, there's just something about, I don't like having on a belt and a hat or I don't like having too much stuff on at the same time. And I felt like this was very understated. It does say Alexander Wang on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it there yet. It says it on the bottom, but it's very understated. And so I really like that because I felt like, if I had on some designer shoes, I could wear this and this be more understated instead of like designer everywhere, So I really love this bag. And the leather is so supple. Like it is so good and it fits a lot. This is one of those like smaller handbags, but it still fits a lot of things. And I feel like Alexander Wang is like a slept on mid-tier designer that people need to kind of check back into because the quality is there, the designs are there, and the price is right. Okay. A lot of the bags range from like $600 to $800 or less, right? So, maybe the cheapest ones that I saw when I browsed was like in the $600 range. And then it does go up, right? But I don't know. Obviously it's sentimental because the first designer brand that I shopped was Alexander Wang. But I would say like, if you are looking for something that is like not going to break the bank, maybe Coach. I feel like Coach is very Americana in its own way. Like not Ralph Lauren Americana, but very much an American brand and doesn't have a lot of edge to it. It's very playful and light and like, I don't know, fun, right? And Alexander Wang can give you that edge sometimes that you maybe need in your wardrobe. And so, although this ain't no edgy bag, but it's really cute. It's different. I think this was called like their scrunchy bag or something like that. But again, a lot of like silver hardware, studs, all kind of stuff. So I would definitely be checking for Alexander Wang if you're in the market for like a mid-tier luxury bag. Okay, next up is I feel like he's like the golden boy, which is Brandon Blackwood. And a funny story, I feel like I got a lot of story times, but me and Brandon used to work together, child. There is a consignment store in Williamsburg, Brooklyn called Crossroads. Crossroads is everywhere, you know, across the country. But we worked at Crossroads together, child, in Williamsburg. And I remember him talking about starting a handbag line at that time, and I feel like he came out with a backpack at that time. And now look at him. Now look at him. Huge, okay? Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. That's what this means, okay? But I love his bags. When I tell you worth every penny and not breaking the bank, I love that the brand stays true to that of like affordable, accessible luxury, but not ever gonna break the bank. And I don't want to say ever, I don't know what he got plans to do, but I feel like his bags are worth buying multiples. And I do have multiples, child. This is probably, I think I bought 5. But they're worth it, okay? So this is probably my favorite. This is the trunk, and this is the larger trunk, and it is pony hair orange. When I tell you the summertime, hate to see me in this purse coming, because I wear her down to the ground. And then I have a red, just leather one also. I wear that one more in the wintertime because it's a nice pop of color, the red. But this one in the summer, child, please. I feel like Brandon has nailed mixing really great quality with great designs. And everyone who had, my friend has the metal one, the metal trunk, loves it. Actually lost it and was like, I'm gonna just have to take that L. Didn't lose it, somebody stole it, child. She was like, I'm gonna have to take that L and buy another one because I cannot be without that bag. And I understand. Every time she wore it, people were complimenting her left and right. And I know somebody else that has a silver one, loves it down to the ground. These bags are worth it. If you have not, I mean, I feel like at this point, everybody and their mama has shopped Brandon Blackwood. But as far as like that mid-tier luxury price point, perfection, like nailed it, like on the head. This is a great gift again. And then I know like some girls, like friend groups or whatever, they'll get together and buy their friends like, you know, a more expensive item. I feel like this is something that, you know, y'all ain't even got to put in a lot of money and buy somebody a really cute like Brandon Blackwood bag. That is just everything. And I feel like, I know he's a black owned brand, but I almost don't like when people like preface that a black owned brand, because it's like, no, he is just a great brand and he's black. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, yes, we want to support black owned brands, but it's also like this goes beyond wanting to support because it's just great product. You know what I mean? So love Brandon. I would get me another one if you have already shopped with him, but if you have not, this is the perfect time because the quality is there right along the lines of Coach, and how it's like, wow, this is great quality for the price. That is what you're getting with Brandon, period. Okay, next up is a bag that I don't have here, but I have been eyeing her like a hawk, honey. It is from Tory Burch. And this bag, let me pull up the name. Oh, she got a lot of cute bags now that I'm looking. It's called the Minnie Lee Radziwill. Girl, what? Minnie Lee Radziwill bag. And it looks like, I don't know if I like it just because it looks like a Kelly, probably, but I don't care, okay? She is so cute. Like, of course, I'll put up an image on the screen, but this is a good bag. And I feel like, again, the mid-tier brands have been coming back like... we can do that too, okay? So it's a top handle bag. Let me see how to describe it. Pebbled leather and suede. Child, I'm getting me that bag because that is just such a good bag. Comes in that really nice camel color. Like, I'm gonna get me that bag because I've seen like dupes to the Kelly that I also like, but I don't know. I feel like I would really enjoy that bag more because, again, it's real leather. And I like that it's a little different. Like, it's not a complete dupe or a replica, right? Like, it's a little different, but it's still giving you that vibe. So, child, consider her copped, okay? She'll be showing up really soon. Love that. And, again, Tory Burch is one of those like sleepers. Now, I don't really like the Tory Burch logo on everything. I haven't been a Tory Burch girl for real, But that bag, it's like certain things, you know what I mean? Like certain things that designers come out with or that brands come out with, you're like, oh, that's a hit. That bag is a hit. I don't know about everything else, but for me, that bag does it. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about my boy, Marc Jacobs. I am really a fashion kid. I don't know if y'all understand, but like, I had the Marc Jacobs documentary DVD. I am like a fashion nerd, really. Like, if you grew up in that blogging era, in that like, I am logging on to Vogue.com to watch all the fashion shows era, that was me. And I remember Marc Jacobs had a store in New York, and I feel like this was even before I lived in New York, when I was just coming to visit. He had like this like super low-key store that had super affordable stuff. I mean, like $50 tote bags and like little keychains. It was all like little tchotchke stuff, or little just like almost like merch, you know what I mean? But it was so affordable, and it was just so nice that like the fashion kids that didn't really have no money could have a piece of Marc Jacobs, right? So I don't know. I just feel like he's one of those designers that have been around for years and like, really understand the game. But I don't know. I feel like people low-key be sleeping on Marc, and he has some cute stuff. I think in the last video I showed y'all a Marc Jacobs t-shirt that I had, right? But I do have this handbag that I think is so cute. First of all, I have to stop myself from buying denim handbags because, girl, how much blue jean do you need? Okay, they rarely match any of the jeans that I actually have. So it's like, stop buying all these denim things. But I have this one, and then I have like the YSL denim Lulu bag. But I think this is so cute. This is a camera bag. I feel like this, once he reintroduced him, I wouldn't say reintroduced himself, but basically kind of dropped this line with this emblem right here. I was like, oh, okay, I like this. This is cute. It was kind of like a revival of the brand a little bit, kind of like how Coach does with the new logo, kind of in the center of the bags. But I love this bag. What I really love about it is that it doesn't like flap open. Like it kind of gives you the look of like a vanity. I have bags that zip all the way down like this, but then it flaps open and you're trying to keep all your things inside. But this is really cute. This is the Snapshot by Marc Jacobs. But not only this, like he just has some really cute bags. I don't know if I like the bags that say stuff on it, the satchel or the tote bag. I don't know if I necessarily like those bags, but the styles, like I said, like with this emblem where it's kind of like, if you know, I mean, it does say Marc Jacobs like on the top there. I don't know if you can see it, but I feel like Marc is slept on, and it's really still some good styles that they come out with that are really good price points. And again, you're getting that quality. You're still getting basically like designer quality, because even with the chain, this chain is very hefty. The hardware here is really nice. So you're still getting, like I said, like that luxury feel without the price point. So definitely check out Marc Jacobs for that mid-tier kind of. And I want to say this one, I'll have to look it up and find the price, but somewhere around $300 to $400. So a nice little treat, right? Like not thousands of dollars, because I feel like even the designer handbags are getting ridiculous with the prices. Like for so long, it was only really Chanel that was giving you $5,000 bags, Now everything is like $5,000 and $6,000. And I'm like, when did this happen? When did we get up here? Even $3,000. Like I feel like most bags were like, and this was again several years ago, but you could get bags for like $25, $26.50. Everything is like $37. No, you took it too far. $37, $52. Dior, I just don't even bother with Dior because everything in there is $5,000 plus. And I'm just like, you can't even put your hand in this bag for real. This bag is not a functional bag, but you're $6,000. So yeah, I feel like things have gone too far left with luxury. And then I don't know if y'all follow Bethany Frankel, but I love her. Just luxury in general. Now she was talking about Cartier with jewelry, but just as far as like the service and the repairs, like I have some Gucci shoes that do need to be repaired, but like I don't want you to take my shoes for months. Where is the cobbler on site, that could fix this up real quick? I don't know. So anyway, I say all that to say you can still get that level of quality at a fraction of the price with these mid-tier brands. Okay, next up is a designer that I ain't gonna lie, I've never checked for, okay? I've never been this girl. I've never been this girl. Even as a broke girl, never been this girl. Never wanted Michael Kors. Never been a Michael Kors girl. However, I know y'all have seen that hobo bag. Now, although I'm not a Michael girl, I am a Mongolian fur type of girl. Okay? I love me some Mongolian fur. I have a Mongolian fur pillow. And I'm like, where's that pillow? But it don't match. It's pink. So I'm sure I put it away in storage. Anyway, I love me some Mongolian fur. And to come out with this bag, huge bag, this statement bag, it is a piece, child. Now, I have seen it in person and it's not real fur. Okay, so it's faux fur. So it's definitely, you know, it gives a little bit of faux fur, but it's still a piece. Like this, I'll just say this, that bag made me sit up a little bit. You know, it made me be like, oh, what y'all doing over there? Oh, you putting your hat back in the ring. It was like, oh, Michael is trying to get a little piece of that coach change. I see what's happening. They realize like, okay, we have to update the designs. We have to do something over here to get the girls' attention because I am not checking for no Michael Kors nothing. I'm sorry. I don't even want a Michael Kors coat at TJ Maxx. I don't. But that handbag in particular and the boots, I would not wear them together. However, if you get the boots, that's fine. Or if you get the bag, that's fine. I feel like they're doing something over there to where it's like, okay, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled to see what's happening over there coming up in the next few, you know, product deliveries or whatever. But I was like, okay, Michael. Okay, I see you. Now, Michael Kors is kind of like Ralph Lauren to where he has different levels of products. So he definitely has a higher tier. I don't even know if he has a higher tier accessories collection or if it's just ready to wear, because I do remember working at Neiman Marcus in the ready to wear department. There was like pieces that were thousands and thousands of dollars, but I'm not sure if that translates over into his accessories. Not quite sure. However, never checked. Okay, but these handbags, this hobo little faux fur situation, he's on the radar. Okay, lastly, I do want to talk about Kate Spade. Now, I feel like Kate Spade is also somebody, I don't know if I've ever really checked for Kate Spade. I do love her like novelty bags. I feel like she does really good novelty bags, whether that's like a taxi cab or a New York apple or something. I feel like she's always doing something super fun with her bags. Like those, love. And oh yeah, I got my friend Celia a bag for her birthday that was so cute. I definitely wanted it for myself. It was a kind of an evening bag. It had fur around it, so cute, navy satin, so cute. But I feel like Kate Spade is also one of those brands that's definitely going to give you some bang for your buck. Now, she came out with this new bag. I'll have to put it here on the screen because I don't know the name of it, but it basically is convertible in a bunch of different ways. It has a bigger, the regular purse part. It comes with like a smaller kind of almost like coin purse part, and then like multiple straps. So you can do it all kind of ways. It's almost like how Fendi has like the little fortune cookie little clutch thing, or the one that you can put around your wrist. Like it has a bunch of different things in one. So I feel like that is great value for, you know, the money you spend, because you can get a bunch of different uses out of it. Love that about that bag. And again, she always has really fun color. Well, not she. As I was preparing for this video, I was just thinking about how she tragically died. But anyway, and just how brands have to keep going. It's just, maybe we'll talk about deeper things in other videos. But anyway, the brand has really great like colors and styles, and just, you know, they give you kind of those same silhouettes and stuff that the higher tier luxury brands do, but again at great price points. And if it's still leather, child, what are we even saying? Anyway, so I did pick up a bag from Kate Spade, and this is, I looked it up yesterday, but I'll put it on the screen, the name on the screen. But I kind of loved how this was gold and silver, and I just thought that this was really cute. I don't know, it was something about it being gold and silver and the crinkled leather that I really liked, and I was like, that's cute, but I don't like that it's just this one strap, but it's actually a crossbody as well. So it comes with a crossbody strap, and let me tell you how much this bag was. This bag was $100. $100. And then, so y'all let me know in the comments if I should keep it, because then once I got home I was like, well, is it cheap looking? And I looked it up online and I'm like, no, it's real leather. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's real leather, and I'm like, this is a cute bag, and you can put bag charms on it and just all the things. So I was kind of second guessing it last night when I came home, but I do feel like it's a great bag. And for $100, it wasn't even $100. It was $99, and then they was doing another 10% off because it was Black Friday weekend. Ciao, please. Okay, I feel like that is a really cute bag, and especially if you want to do something like really funky with the look. My dishwasher scared me. Especially when you want to do really something funky with a look. Like, I can easily put this with like some army fatigue pants and like, I don't know, a bright color sweater, and this be like a fun little unexpected accessory. I don't know, I'm picturing the look in my head, but I just feel like this is a fun bag to have in your collection. And especially, again, mixing your metals is something that's like, who gonna check me, boo, you know? And it's very fun to do. So I liked that it was already done for you. So I don't know, let me know in the comments how you feel about this bag. All right, so those are the mid-tier brands that I feel like you should be checking for. Let me know in the comments if there's some I missed. I know there's some I missed, because honorable mention is Stad. I'll put some pictures here. Cult Gaia, Jacquemus. Now Jacquemus can get a little up there in price, but not like Fendi prices, you know what I mean? So Jacquemus is more of like a more easier to digest price as well. But those are also some brands that are really, really cute, produce really, really cute styles, right? So, but let me know in the comments if there's anything else I missed, or if there's some items that you picked up lately that you've been loving from these like mid-tier brands. Let me know. And right now we're gonna jump into the beauty beats. All right, so we are in the bathroom, and I'm actually just finishing my makeup for this video, but I figured I would record the beauty beat portion right now. So don't mind the shower. I don't know what's going on behind me, okay? But I picked up the lip kit from the Lip Bar, and I got Janae's. Now I already threw the packaging away, child, because I've been wearing this, okay, a lot. So I went into the store actually, and I wanted to try Diara's or Janae's. Those were the ones that I was most interested in, and I ended up going with Janae's. It was just something about it that really worked well. So we have the 3 pieces here, and I feel like I've had Trophy Wife before, but 90s Fine is a new liquid lippy. Love this one. This color is so good. I don't know if I've ever even had a color like this, because it's like warmer. It's more of a golden tone. I've had some like nude lips that are a little more gray or a little bit more pink, but something like this that is more of a golden kind of brown tone, it's very good. And then topped off with a Trophy Wife. And then this is their lip liner, the Straight Living lip liner. And one thing about this lip liner is that it is very creamy, and I already have on lip liner, but I was like, you know what, let me show the girls this. It is very creamy and easy to apply. I really love this lip liner. Okay, so there's that, and it's a really good brown. All brown lip liners are not created equal. This one is a good kind of, I would say more of a warm brown. Some of them can be a little bit more ashy. Not that one. All right, so we're gonna go in with the 90s Fine. I should go get another one of these actually, because I don't know if they're gonna sell the 90s Fine by itself. I have to go to my secret source and ask, but if not, then I need to get another kit. Okay, now you see, That is so good. Oh my God. This is a great color. I love that. Now this is fine all on its own actually, and I probably will wear it like this sometimes, but I do like the gloss on top. And I feel like this doe foot applicator is new. I feel like the one that I had, the trophy wipe that I had a different doe foot, and this one is good. It's a little bit more wide. I don't know. I like it. I'm into it. Okay. So pretty. So pretty. It's almost giving, you know, back in the 90s, the girls kept a frosted lip. The aunties kept something a little frosty. It's almost that, but modern, obviously. I am obsessed. Okay, so that is all I have for this week's Beauty Beats. If you have not gotten your hands on either one of the lip kits, because they're all really good, I would suggest you do so because they are not going to be around forever. I think it's a limited edition product. Love the lip bar down. So that is today's Beauty Beats. Okay, so for today's style at home, of course, it's a little bit of holiday decor. Now, I am not Susie the homemaker when it comes to decorations. Well, as far as like regular decor, yes, but holiday decor, no. I feel like I don't invest a lot of time or energy into holiday decor because it's going to be up for like a month, girl. Like, I'm not putting a lot of time, money, or energy into it. But I do have a 7-year-old daughter, so we cannot go without a Christmas tree, child. So we went to CB2, and a funny story, I do shop at CB2, not often, but I pick up little things here and there. But I got an email from somebody at our local CB2 store, and they were like, oh, we're having this holiday event for our customers, and, you know, there'll be refreshments and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, perfect, you know, content. So let me get us ready for this holiday event at CB2. Ciao, we get there. Girl. What party is that? It don't look like it. We walking up, we like, where the party at? The way my daughter went on and on about like, this ain't no party, where the pizza at? Where did it, you know, she thinking her type of party. It was literally no one there, but we did shop around and we picked up some holiday things for our tree and for the house, and it was really cute. They had like 2 little trays of cookies out, you know, it was an A for effort, I guess, but we did pick up some really cute things. And I just love CB2. I love their, you know, the pasta bowls. I feel like they always have really cute ones. Them and West Elm always have really cute, some people call them Lobos, you know, but I love to pick those up. I personally eat out of those all the time. I put my parfaits in there, just anything really. I eat out of those all the time. And I just like to get a few of the cute designs just for myself, even if I'm just getting like one. I think I only just got one this time when we went to CB2, but because it's just for me. She's not eating out of that. These are too cute for her. So I'll get 1 or 2 of the different styles, or if they have like a really cute design, I'll get one. Just, you know, a little thing that I do for myself. But they had some really cute holiday decor. So we did pick up this really cute mixed metal garland. And I like that it already had like ornaments on it. It's a mixed metal ornament garland. And I'm like, oh, this does like half the work for you because the balls are already on there. They're really cute colors. So my only rule for decorating for this holiday season was that it had to match my current decor. Like, I was like, no red. We're not bringing any red in here for Christmas. So my house has a lot of like blue and cream and greens and stuff from the plants and stuff. So I was like, we cannot bring something in here that's going to clash. I don't want it to be standing out in my house too crazy. So I wanted it to really kind of blend in. So we have a lot of silver, blue, as you can see on the tree behind me, and creams. And then I liked that this mixed metal has like some browns in it, some warmer tones, because I have a lot of like warmer tones in the artwork around the living room. So these worked really well for the tree and kind of filled it up. Now, we don't have a huge tree, right? again, I have one child, so I'm not like going super crazy when it comes to holidays and getting a huge tree and all of that. Like, we got this same tree that we probably had for the last 3 or 4 years. Pull that bad boy out of storage, put it up, and it's just fine, right? Like, I'm not getting no huge tree. But so the garland pretty much filled up a lot of the space on the tree. So not only did we get the mixed metal ornament garland, but we also got the silver pine, which I thought was really, really cute. Now, I was debating on if I was going to put it on the tree or if I was going to put it on the mantle for the fireplace, but I figured we would just fill the tree up and kind of add that touch to the tree, because again, it's not no big tree, so it kind of gives it a little bit more volume when I add the silver pine garland to it. So I just felt like these items were really, really cute. I also got, that's when I got that CB2 candle that I showed you in the last video. Also got that from there as well. But that is our holiday decor. I used some of our extra decor from last year. Like, we had some last year. I feel like I did more like burgundy, navy blue, gold. And so we did have some gold things that I could incorporate in the house that I put on the fireplace. And then I picked up these really cute stockings from Home Goods. Got these really cute stockings from Home Goods. They are like a faux fur, and we were debating on, I was like, do you want these ones? I picked up some more of like a chunky knit kind of stocking. She was like, no, I want the faux fur. Of course you want the faux fur. So pick those up, and I feel like everything just ties in really nicely to what we have going on in here. Again, did not want anything standing out too crazy, but I highly suggest like just going into CB2 and picking up a few little things here and there. Now, I knew we were gonna get just a few things from there and then fill in the rest with like big packs of bulbs from At Home or Walmart or something like that. So we did pick those up. Now, I did pick up some, like, I did pick up these bulbs, which I thought were really cute. These are kind of like a felt ball. I like that they're not shiny. And we do have some kind of like glittery balls as well, but I like that these were like kind of a matte ball. So cute, an ornament. And we got these from Hobby Lobby. So we went a few different places, child. We were beat by the time we got home that day. We were gonna like get our ornaments and then come home and put the tree up, but I feel like we took a nap. We took a nap and then put the tree up, but love the things that we picked up. I feel like before I've changed out pillows and things like that to kind of match for the holiday season, but I really enjoy my decor in here, and I didn't really want to switch it all up for the holidays. And I do feel like that's a little wasteful to buy a bunch of extra stuff just for decorating for the holidays. I know it gets people in the holiday spirit, but I don't know. I don't like having a lot of extra stuff and like stuff I'm just gonna use temporarily. So especially if I'm just gonna put it back in storage, it's just more work, don't you think? So I just wanted something that was gonna go with what we already had going on in here. So yes, that's today's Style at Home. All right, so that is all I have for this episode of Style Chat TV. I hope you enjoyed it. We talked some mid-tier luxury, some new beauty products, and some holiday decor. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of today's episode. And I know we didn't do Wednesday this week, but you'll at least get a video once a week. I'm just trying to see which days are gonna work out the best. So bear with me while we test and learn together. But that is all I have for this week. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let me know if there is anything that you're going to be picking up from those mid-tier brands in the comments. And I will see you next week. Bye.